sitting up late again, all because I heard a weird sound. Now I can't sleep, don't trust anything, feeling hyper-vigilant. Anxiety, come on, feels like you're mocking me, minimizing my beliefs and capabilities. It's whatever, I just want to get back to sleep. Should I pop these pills to make my mind slow and my eyelids too heavy to hold? Lately the answer is always no. Why? Just in case an emergency unfolds, just in case the threat's real this time. I need to be able to move quick and at any second, not drowsy and out of it. I keep these meds my doctor sends like collectibles, just sit on a shelf, never actually pop them in my mouth. Wait, I take that back. If I ever have another panic attack, I'm gonna gobble them all down like Tic Tacs. Cause fuck that. I didn't even know what was happening until I described it later to my psychiatrist. Turns out it was pretty severe. She's uncomfortable most of the time with the way I lean into this sword on my side. Guess I've become friends with the pain and feeling really tormented for surprisingly long stretches at a time. Probably because that's what most of my addiction was, tormented in time. Loss after loss, drugs, death, and chaos. More destruction, lots of good times sprinkled in too, just enough to keep me hopeful that one day soon things would turn back up. Not yet as I faceplant and wake in the ER, get up, walk out, and do it all over again. No shame and never a dull moment. Now it's just official, clinically insane. For anyone who's keeping score, bipolar disorder 1, addiction 2, Jackie 0. Still a 0, yeah, that's sounding real familiar. Loser, lazy. Lost count how many people mislabeled and mistook me, snubbed me and wrote me off for not being good enough. But really, most of my life I was barely scraping by because all the conditions I was stricken with are invisible to the naked eye. It's like wrestling with this invisible beast that's allergic to reasoning and so fucking savage, threatening to off me then pin it all on me. Inside my brain, body, heart, and soul are in a never-ending tug of war. They push then they pull, yes and no. My heart screams no more. My body grabs the needle, and as the plunger inches forward, it slowly silences my soul. My brain says, we need more. Body's on it, autopilot. Guess this is all I know anymore. Guess this is just who I am. My hands do the unthinkable. This is insanity. Little do I know, the overindulgence in the drugs has rerouted the pathways in my brain to do with ease what's in the absolute worst interest to me. What started out as fun has now come to a cold, calculated ritual done over and over like a sequence set to Psycho. I've trained people to pick up the slack because God only knows if I'm coming back. Yet nobody can feel or see it, the full magnitude of what I'm dealing with. They only catch glimpses of the symptoms in which I always look like an ass, bitch, or raving lunatic. I'm just nuts, blowing up shit. Overacting, being overdramatic, when I'm just not properly equipped yet with the words to express what I'm dealing with. Turns out it was a whole lot of stuff, like an impulsive, fearless, irrational, egotistical, endlessly energized, dangerous, manic, with no warning, and at any moment the switch can just flip to complete opposite, total despair, no light in here. Hopeless, worthless, apathetic, and worst of all, homicidal, then suicidal. 'Cause I have nothing left, just black, jet black, bleak, getting bleaker by the crash. Desperately, I cling on to anything, even if it's poisonous. Right now, times like this, I live for the adrenaline. The only thing that can blast me back up to feel anything. I've become best friends with the rush. The ups and downs are extreme, and anything in between, and I feel like me. I come to like, damn, I must have been tripping last night, 'cause I did some crazy shit. But hey, we all make mistakes. I promise to never get that fucked up again. And I won't drive while I'm high or drunk. I promise to change, turn around my life. Yeah, right. Judge says, all right, sentenced to rehab. I laugh as I drive home getting high. The merry-go-round of my mental demise. Sometimes I jump off mid-ride in an attempt to end my life. Inevitably, someone intervenes and I accept and realize I'm meant to live. Believe there's a reason I still exist. Then I go on to do so much shit I accidentally OD. The irony is killing me. These alcohol poisonings and overdoses are getting too close for comfort even for me. Forcing my denial to shatter. The ambulance is fast. They show up quick. Look, I'm in a haze. I'm stuck. I'm like, I didn't even call. I haven't even dropped yet. They bring me back again and again. I've become real familiar with the serpent etched in the back of the ambulance glass as I come to, strapped to the gurney in the back. I don't care either way. Take the medal. You save the day. I'm ready to die every day. I say I hate you instead of thank you, and go fuck yourself instead of thank you for the help. I'm pretty sure they regret bringing me back, but if not, I want to give them something to remember me by, so hopefully next time they just let me die. And that's the darkness I live with like 85% of the time. Stephen King said it well. I'll summarize. We all wrestle with monsters and ghosts, and sometimes they win. My monster's a motherfucker and I can't do shit without her. Pretty much sums up drug dependency in a single line. Pep myself up artificially, pop pills like Skittles, I swallowed the whole rainbow. Drinks, more drugs, cheap thrills. All in a last-ditch attempt to not dip so low into what I affectionately refer to as the danger zone. Bipolar since who knows how long. Had to have happened in my late teens or early 20s. But I didn't know anything of either addiction or bipolar disorder, didn't know any symptoms of depression, had never heard of a genetic predisposition, or knew of any way to check on my mental condition. So I stabilized myself, used the street pharmacy, open all hours, day and night. I deemed myself my own doctor. Pretty soon after picking up that point, using intravenously, I fell hook, line, and sinker right into substance abuse disorder. Now I'm a bipolar, alcoholic, drug addict, or whoever isn't scared is just as blind as me. I can't fix how I fell, soften the blow, wish all I want, I can't undo the hurt, reverse the brain damage, mend the scars, I can't right all my wrongs. But I can serve as an example, or as my ex once said, as a warning label. It would read like this. If your kid or someone you love seems off, withdrawn, sad, disconnected, losing passion and interest in things they used to love, things like that, then with no explanation, the complete opposite, like really energized, elated, full of life, like a movie star in real life. Their energy is magnetic, everyone is affected, infectious in a good way. Do they seem to go up and down a lot? Does something just feel off? If they ever want to talk or try to explain these feelings and thoughts, I beg you to listen with an open heart. Not closed off, waiting to talk, waiting to preach, seeming judgy, not a real word, but you know what I mean. Pretending too hard to be the perfect role model, that's unrelatable. Instead, give this a try. Tell them something in confidence, like a time you did something stupid, something you regret, but learn from it. A time you weren't doing so hot, a time you felt lost or out of control, a time you suffered something so painful, a tremendous loss. Now, if they open up, listen with your whole heart. If they're willing to talk to you, you may have the opportunity to redirect them, to help them find help and healing before they shut down completely. Mental illness is hard enough with friends and relatives. Without a loving family or anybody, it's a far cry from finding any recovery. Don't make someone feel ashamed for something they still don't know is a real thing. Mental health is important and should be a priority for everybody. My story and yours can sound so similar or vastly different, but it doesn't diminish what either of us is experiencing. Just a friendly reminder to stay open, to feel with your soul what your eyes can't uncover, what your eyes can't decipher. My diagnoses are invisible, addiction and bipolar, but there's so much more to me, more to see. I still write my own script, and now it says, happiness is just a feeling, not the end goal, but fleeting. Peace, love, self-respect, dignity, contentment, trust, connection, and fulfillment from meaningful purpose are where it's at. They keep me striving higher and feeling alive and like myself without all the drugs. True freedom is possible for all of us.